Welcome to Writer's Life, an ongoing conversation with writers, authors, and folks in the publishing industry. I'm your host, Marvel Harrison, Publishing Director, Mimbres Press of Western New Mexico University. And today, we're going to take a little different path, and I'm very excited to have a newly published author who is going to introduce himself and his work as the latest poet and author for Mimbres Press.
Hello, everyone. I'm Arturo Magaña Amaya. I'm drawing here from my book of poems, Nostalgias of November, and it's also a bilingual book. So I'll get started here with a little snippet of the prologue that draws from my personal history growing up on the border, and this particular place, El Golfo de Santa Clara, where my family's from in Mexico. Starting, El Mar Bermejo, which is the Vermilion Sea, Spanish, and it could sort of draw that color from that place in these poems. El Mar Bermejo, Sonora, Mexico, upon the shores of my story, the moonlight. We sing, we stand on the shore, and the waves crash, and it is green. The waves are minds, and it is yellow. The shore, the sun. We have sobrenombres here. We have nicknames. We call that man there the cap wearer, and that is Portugal. Nobody seems to know why they call him Portugal or Portugal. He was born south of here in Guaymas. Nights he keeps the lighthouse aflame, a burning for those memories stolen into the storm of struggle. And I think this storm of struggle, I've tried to encapsulate the storm of struggle within me, within my heart, within the street, the poems, the politics of this particular area of the Southwest. And it comes into, for example, one of the poems that is drawn from my personal history in this area with family, and this person, my grandfather, who inspired this poem. This one is titled Mijo Palmar, or My Son to the Sea. Mijo, some will judge how you break bread, but never stop offering your table. There is nothing more honest than providing a warm meal. As you stand from our table, say to God, I am blessed to face the crowing roosters once more. Today your nets might catch camarón or curvina. Always share of your sweat as your neighbors did before you. Mijo, your body will war to raise sails in high seas, but sometimes it takes a stronger will to anchor yourself in lonesome rooms. Our fathers drew identity from the seas, our mother's pride from you, sus ojos, our children's strength. Draw from both bloods to stand as steady as ironwoods. Nearby, people build walls with stones of prejudice, rather live like the glorious wind that is never bound by barriers. Mijo, when people scale these walls and come to you unfed for a bed, you must welcome them, as I hope strangers will welcome you after I am gone. People will paint purity from any difference, and they will ask you to carry their cannons. I leave you with these words. I leave you these words instead. You do not have to be violent to show the world you are a man. Our sea in years past covered our needs, with tides and seasons spinning by divinity. When my soul leaves this earth and my ashes are spread over the water, you will sing our pueblo's litany. There's that one. And I also like to include it here in Spanish, because I think people here around me would appreciate that. It's particularly because it's based on my grandfather and his reading, his inspiration, and I like to start it here. Mijo Palmar, mijo, algunos juzgarán cómo partes el pan, pero nunca dejes de ofrecer tu mesa. No hay nada más honesto que compartir comida. Al levantarte de nuestra mesa, dile a Dios, estoy muy agradecido a enfrentar el canto de los gallos una vez más. Hoy tus redes podrían pescar camarón o curvina. Siempre comparte de tu sudor como tus vecinos hacen hacia ti. Hijo, tu cuerpo guerrerá para izar velas en alta mar, pero a veces se necesita una voluntad más fuerte, anclarte en cuartos solitarios. Los padres nuestros crearon una identidad de los mares, el orgullo de nuestras madres, de ti, sus ojos, la fuerza de nuestros hijos. Extraer de ambas sangres para permanecer tan firme como el palo fierro. Cerca de aquí la gente construye muros con piedras de prejuicios. Mejor vive como el viento glorioso que nunca está sujeto a barreras. Mijo, cuando la gente escale estos muros y venga a ti sin comer o cama, debes de ofrecerles tu hogar, así como espero que los extraños te darán a ti después de haberme ido al más allá. La gente pintará la pureza de cualquier diferencia y te pedirán que soportes sus cañones. Te dejo estas palabras en su lugar. No tienes que ser violento para mostrarle al mundo que eres un hombre. Nuestro mar, en años pasados, cubrió nuestras necesidades con mareas y estaciones girando con divinidad. Cuando mi alma se vaya de este mundo y mis cenizas son echadas sobre el agua, cantarás la letanía de nuestro pueblo. Thank you, everyone. So that was my reading for Mijo Palmar. And there's one line there that I stay with because it is a direct drawn from my grandfather. Estoy muy agradecido. I am very appreciative. I am blessed. And I think I remember he would say that after every meal. And I think that stays with me of being grateful for the people around me and the beautiful experiences.
Arturo, thank you so much for sharing. I think hearing that and the basis of your book in that poem and the voice of your grandfather through your heart is really very beautiful. And I thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much for having me.